If you are someone who has never ever experienced the pain of being subjected to racism, the pain of watching your son be racially abused, your daughter being bullied over a name, if you have never ever endured that pain, then you can't tell someone who actually has endured that pain how to feel about what she has endured. You can't tell the person that this is not racism, but yet you are even targeting her kids. Because that is what happens to Meghan on a daily basis at the hands of the UK tabloid press. And the carnival of so-called experts can say as many times as they want that the attacks on Meghan have nothing to do with race. They can say it 1,000,000 times. It has nothing to do with race. They can do 1,000 interviews, even 1,000,000 interviews to discuss or compare Meghan's treatment in the media versus Kate's treatment in the media. They can have 1,000 interviews saying Meghan was treated well. It has nothing to do with race. They can say that 1,000,000 times. However, we all know the truth. We all have seen the truth. Now, my family, a carnival of so-called expert called Charles Ray, who my family worked as a carnival of so-called expert for the Sun tabloid, has claimed that Meghan and Kate were not treated differently. And my family, I want you to hear exactly his own words in an interview he did with someone who also works currently for the Sun tabloid owned by Murdoch that Harry is suing, called Matt Wilkinson, whereby, of course, they're talking about, Harry, Meghan, Kate, and William. My family, please kindly hear this yourself, what my family was saying.
Since they've been together, it's one of those ones that have gone really well. Do you think, from your reporting experience or from what you've seen as well, whether Meghan or Catherine were treated differently, or whether the two marriages and relationships, because obviously you pointed out that Meghan and Harry got together really quickly. We were asked to, the journalists were asked to step back a little bit, and when Catherine and William got together, were the two women that married into the royal family, marrying these princes, were they treated differently by journalists and by the public?
I don't think they were. Not at the start. I don't think they were at all.
My family, you've heard yourself, Matt Wilkinson of the Sun tabloid saying this. When William and Kate got together, they were asked to back off. Now, who can ask the tabloids to back off, my family? Those are orders from the palace. Those are orders from senior members of the royal family who can command them to back off. And only those who have the power to command Wikimedia are the heir to the throne, and my family, Charles, and also the Queen before she passed away, the late Queen Elizabeth. They have the power to command the tabloids, my family, to back off. Meaning, if they wanted for the Wikimedia to leave Harry and Meghan alone, they would have listened. And as you've heard from Carnival of so-called expert Matt Wilkinson, he has said when it was William and Kate Middleton, they were asked to back off, to leave them alone, because William, my family, is the heir to the throne. Because in the palace, the heir and the heir's wife are protected. However, the spare and the spare's wife are fed to the wolves, the UK tabloid media. And yet, despite even hearing Matt Wilkinson saying that, Carnival of so-called expert Charles Ray says that Meghan and Kate were not treated differently. But no worries, because we have the evidence that Meghan and Kate were indeed treated very, very differently. Meghan was treated so appallingly, while Kate Middleton was protected by the royal family. As you've heard yourself from Matt Wilkinson, the tabloids were asked to back off when it was William and Kate Middleton's relationship. But when it was Harry and Meghan, they were never ever asked to back off. And that's why, within 8 days into Harry and Meghan's relationship becoming public, Harry had to issue a statement condemning the attacks, racism, and misogyny that were being directed towards his then girlfriend Meghan. But someone will tell you, oh, you know what? Kate and Meghan were not treated differently. Someone who my family worked for the Sun tabloid, and is someone, my family, who is called upon to regularly whinge, mourn about Harry and Meghan, and clearly also spread lies about Meghan, my family, and Harry to prop up William and Kate Middleton. My family. One of the best examples that Meghan was treated very, very differently is an article from BuzzFeed News with a headline saying this. And my family, I encourage all of you to please look it up, because it is a perfect example that Meghan was treated very differently. And the headline, my family say this, and I quote, "Here are 20 headlines comparing Meghan Markle to Kate Middleton that may show why she and Prince Harry left royal life. Allow me to mention a few. For example, my family, when Kate Middleton was pregnant, here is an article from Daily Mail, the headline. Not long to go, pregnant Kate Middleton tenderly cradles her baby bump while wrapping up her royal duties ahead of maternity leave. And William confirms she's due any minute now. For Meghan, when she was pregnant, here are the headlines from the Daily Mail. Why can't Meghan Markle keep her hands off her bump? Experts tackle the question that has got the nation talking. Is it pride, vanity, acting, or a new age bonding technique? My family, yet Kate also did it. Kate did it. Kate was cuddling her baby bump. For her, because she's white, it's okay. For Meghan, how could she? How could she? How could she be enjoying her pregnancy? How could she, for Meghan? Let me use one other example that even Harry spoke of in the Harry and Meghan documentary. When Kate Middleton was pregnant also, apparently she ate an avocado. And Daily Express wrote this as the headline for Kate Middleton. Kate's morning sickness cure. Prince William gifted with an avocado for pregnant Duchess. William gifted with an avocado for pregnant Duchess. Now hear how they covered Meghan. From Daily Express. and I quote, Meghan Markle's beloved avocado linked to human rights abuse and drought, millennial shame, they said. But a carnival of so-called expert called Charles Ray, who worked for the Sun tabloid that Harry is now suing, is saying that Meghan and Kate were not treated differently. Does he think we are fools? I mean, my family, honestly, what other explanation could it be? Could there be really? As to why he is lying so brazenly, so openly. Yet everyone in the world knows the truth. Yet anyone with common sense, it takes even 30 seconds to find the real truth. It takes 30 seconds to find evidence that indeed Meghan and Kate were treated and still are treated very, very differently. But a carnival of so-called experts who thinks you are fools, my family, is going to say in an interview, Meghan and Kate were not treated differently. Yet we have evidence. Yet we have evidence of the fact that indeed Meghan and Kate were treated very differently. Kate was treated with respect. Meghan was never shown any kind of respect at all. Why? Because of her race. Because she is, my family, a biracial woman of color. And the carnival of so-called experts want to lie to you and tell you that somehow Meghan and Kate were never ever treated differently. Charles Ray, we are not fools. Maybe your readers are the ones who don't use common sense. Maybe that's who you are appealing to. Basically, that interview was for The Sun, my family. It was being done by The Sun's Matt Wilkinson family. So really, the readers or the viewers are people who don't use common sense, who don't want to think on their own. They're so lazy that they can't think on their own. Maybe that's who they're appealing to, I'm assuming. Because people who have common sense can see the truth, know the truth themselves. Meghan continues to be treated appallingly, while Kate continues to be protected. For example, I think every one of you has seen how UK media have tried so hard for everyone to stop asking this question, where is Kate Middleton? Where is Kate Middleton? In fact, my family, before the video of Kate, once again, I don't know if it's real or fake or AI created, before the video was released, people were talking. They were asking, where is Kate Middleton? For 3 months, even to this day, she has never ever been seen publicly. Never. And people suspect that Prince William is responsible for her disappearance. And people also believe that senior members of the royal family, like Charles, for example, Camilla, everyone there are doing everything in their part to protect Prince William because he did something wrong to Kate, and no wonder Kate hasn't been seen for months now. My family, and that video that was released that implied or that Kate Middleton had cancer, people even are saying that it is created by AI. So meaning the video is not even real. My family, others say it's real, others say it isn't real. Who knows? Who knows? But what is a fact is that nobody has seen Kate Middleton for months now. That is a fact. She has never ever been seen publicly for months now. That is the honest truth. And my family, you have seen how UK media have targeted every single celebrity who are asking this question, where is Middleton? People like, for example, Stephen Colbert, also targeted for daring to speak about William and Rose Hanbury's alleged affair. UK media have demanded that they apologize to Kay Middleton after the video was released. But then when it comes to Meghan, UK media abuse her on a daily basis, mock her on a daily basis, insult her and her kids on a daily basis, but never do they ever say sorry to Meghan. Never. They never ever do it. They never even demand anyone who mocks or abuses Harry and Meghan ever say sorry to Meghan. When Meghan lost her child, my family, when Harry and Meghan lost their child, UK media never said, let's back off. You've caused enough harm to Harry and Meghan. They never did. In fact, they continued their attacks on Meghan. My family. They never ever ask anyone who bullies or abuses Harry and Meghan to say sorry. But for Kay Middleton, they demand people say sorry for asking where she is. To silence anyone from asking questions about Kay Middleton. But still, they want to tell you that somehow Meghan and Kate were both treated equally. Not differently. Equally. They were all received equal treatment. Same treatment. When have you ever heard UK media demand those who bully and abuse Meghan say sorry? When Jeremy Clarkson wrote that vile column abusing Meghan, insulting her, when did you hear anyone from the UK media say Jeremy Clarkson should say sorry? When? It never happened. It never happened. In fact, Carnival of so-called experts supported Jeremy Clarkson, even though what he did was incite violence towards Meghan. But someone wants to tell you that somehow, Meghan and Kate were both treated equally, fairly, not differently. Charles Ray, we are not fools. We are not fools. And if you even need even more and more explanations, Prince Harry in Spare perfectly articulated the racism that Meghan endured at the hands of the UK media. He spoke about it. He wrote about it in Spare. And my family, I believe UK media, what they've done is cherry pick and choose what to discuss from Harry's book Spare. They've chosen, what? Let's talk about, the person who took Harry's, virginity. Let's ignore the racism that Meghan endured. They said, let's talk about how William physically assaulted Harry and then be angry at Prince Harry for daring to speak about William physically assaulting him. But then let's ignore William's temper. Even though we do write about it on a daily basis that William is always incandescent with rage, let's ignore that. And also, let's ignore how Harry spoke about how staff members were actively sabotaging Meghan, plotting against Meghan. Let's all ignore that. Let's all ignore that. And then, let's speak about how Prince Harry, by writing his memoir Spare, somehow is betraying his family. The same family who worked with staff members to make Harry and Meghan's life a living hell. Let's ignore that. Let's blame Harry for everything. UK media have chosen to pick what they discuss in Spare. And one thing they have chosen to ignore is when Harry documented the racism that Meghan endured in Spare. That's what they've chosen to ignore. And no worries. We'll talk about that. No worries. If they want to ignore it, we won't. We'll speak about it. And my family allowed me to show you a video also. My family, once again, from Charles Ray, what also my family, he said again. My family, the more lies he tells, the more lies we will debunk.
I think, as I said earlier on, when you saw Meghan with Harry, when they were out and about, the crowds were 10, 12 deep. It was back to the good old days of, royal walkabouts. It was fantastic. It only started to go wrong, when you started to hear that there was a few straws being thrown by Meghan. Did she make Catherine cry? Did she make Charlotte cry? Did she...
My family. And then what does Charles Ray do? He blames Meghan for things going wrong. And the examples he gives are examples of Meghan being the one who my family was caused pain, was lied about my family, by Kate Middleton. But then he frames his answers in a way that paints Meghan in a negative light, where he says, Meghan threw rocks at this. At what? He does not, my family, elaborate. When Meghan was in the royal family, she could not defend herself at all. She could not defend herself from the lies that were being told and written about her. She could not defend herself at all. On the example that Charles Ray gives on my family on what went wrong, he said that, those stories about Meghan making Kate cry, it is Kate who made Meghan cry. It's Kate Middleton who caused pain to Meghan. On the example that he says that somehow, Meghan made Charlotte cry, my family, it's a story about the bridesmaid fitting. Meghan did not make Charlotte cry. My family. What happened during those bridesmaid fitting was that the dress that Charlotte wore, my family, somehow did not, fit her. And she wasn't happy about the dress. And then Kate complained to Meghan about it. Meghan told Kate Middleton, Kate, the person who's creating my bridesmaid dresses is right here. It can help you with whatever you need. They're even right here. It's easy. Just go to them and they'll help you out with everything you need. Everything you need. He's here at the palace to help you and help Charlotte. But what did Kate do? Kate said she had spoken to the person who designed her wedding dress. If they want us to speak about this story, we will speak about this story. Kate called the person who designed her wedding dress and her bridesmaid dresses. My family, that's what Kate did. Remember, this is Meghan's wedding. It is not Kate's wedding. Kate is not getting married. It is Harry and Meghan who are getting married. Kate had her time. And nobody caused her any problems during her wedding. But here she was, causing problems on Meghan's my family wedding. Kate demanded that Meghan changed everything about the bridesmaid dresses. Just a few days before the wedding. And that was impossible to do. And then Harry found Meghan crying, sobbing on the floor about how things were so difficult. My family, with Kate Middleton. She was causing problems to Meghan. Yet, during Kate's wedding, you have never had any stories about Harry causing any problems. You never had that. Nobody caused her any problems or issues. But she and William both caused Harry and Meghan problems during Harry and Meghan's wedding. My family. That's what Kate and William did because they were jealous about the attention, the star power that Harry and Meghan have. My family. And who did Kate think she is to somehow tell Meghan what bridesmaid dresses should be worn on Meghan's wedding? My family. Who does she think she is? And then, after making Meghan cry, all of a sudden, you hear a story coming out that it is Middleton who was made to cry by Meghan. A lie that was never ever corrected, my family, for years until the Oprah interview with Harry and Meghan, where Meghan first addressed those lies and said that Kate was the one who made me cry. And then Meghan was attacked for correcting the lie that was told about her by Kate Middleton. My family. And the people who were so quick to believe that Meghan, woman of color, came in and then made the future Queen of England cry, said, we don't trust Meghan. We don't believe her. Even despite Meghan saying that, you know what, she has the evidence and that Kate brought her flowers, you know, as an apology. Some said, we don't believe her. We don't believe her. Some also have picked up this lie used by trolls that somehow, you know, Meghan was the one who made Charlotte cry when she did not make her cry. She did not. My family. She did not, my family. She did not. So my family, all the examples listed by Charles Ray, you'll find it is Meghan who was the one who was aggrieved by Kate. But of course, they don't want to talk about that. Of course, they don't want to talk about that. Of course they don't. Of course they don't. They're to frame Meghan in a negative light. And because of her, things went so wrong. No. Things went so wrong because, first of all, UK media are racist. Number two, UK media are full of xenophobia. And not just UK media, also senior members of the royal family, like Kate Middleton, who had concerns about Archie's skin color. In my family, Kate and William have kids. Why was she talking to Charles, expressing concerns about the color of Harry and Meghan's unborn child, my family, even before Harry and Meghan, you know, basically before Meghan got pregnant? Why was Kate having a discussion of my family? What will Harry and Meghan's baby look like even before Meghan got pregnant? My family, what's up with her? What is up with her, my family? What is up with Kate Middleton? But that's what she did. And she was racist towards Archie. That's a fact. It's a fact, my family. Because the words used by Harry and Meghan were concerns. Those concerns make what was said racist. My family, those concerns make those conversations between Charles and Kate Middleton about, you know, what color of skin Archie will have, Harry and Meghan's unborn child will have, my family. Those concerns are what make those conversations racist. My family, now that's a fact. Now that's a fact. So my family, there was never a reason as to why my family, you know, Meghan somehow deserved to be treated in the manner or way she was treated. Meghan never deserved to be racially abused, insulted. My family, no one deserves the kind of treatment we've seen Meghan go through. Nobody. In the words of James O'Brien, even criminals aren't treated in the way Meghan has been treated. Even my family, criminals aren't treated in the way Meghan has been treated by the UK media. And the only thing that Meghan did was just fall in love with the White Prince. That's all she did. Fall in love with Harry. That's literally all she did. While being a woman of color. That's all she did. And for that, Meghan has been demonized, abused, insulted, mistreated, disrespected, and she never ever deserved to endure or go through what she has gone through. Never. And I'm so sorry to Meghan for what she went through. And I do hope that she's able to heal from the pain that has been caused to her by the toxic UK media. I hope that Meghan is able to heal. And I hope that she knows that we are with her, we stand with her, we respect her, we love her. I hope that Meghan, knows that. My family. So really, the examples given by Charles Ray of what went wrong, all of them, my family, it is Meghan being aggrieved by Kate Middleton. It's Meghan who is being made to cry by Kate Middleton. My family. But guess what? Kate has been deemed untouchable by the UK media. Someone who can do no wrong. But Meghan, on the other hand, my family, to them, I think you've all seen what has happened, what has gone on, my family, all these years. My family, all these years. I think you've all seen what, has gone on. Meghan is attacked for simply closing her own car door. For closing a car door. They look for anything to attack her. Anything. Even closing her own car door is a crime to the UK media. But we all know the reason why they're so angry. That Prince Harry fell in love with a brilliant woman of color who's American also. And the carnival of so-called experts who are known for being racist just can't accept it. Just can't accept that Harry and Meghan, first of all, even have kids. They can't accept it. My family. Well, they need to. They need to. Because that's what happened. And despite years of trying to break what Harry and Meghan have, they've been unable to break what Harry and Meghan have. And Harry and Meghan have true love. And they love each other 100%, my family. They love each other. And I do pray that no weapon formed against Harry, Meghan, Archie, my family, and also Libetana ever prosper my family. And also, my family, let me read you even just some examples also from Spare about the racism that Meghan, experienced, my family, the answer to media. For example, my family, Harry said this, and I quote, "In those first hours and days of November 2016, there was a new law every few minutes. I was shocked, and I scolded myself for being shocked and for being unprepared. I'd been braced for the usual madness, the standard libels, but I had not anticipated this level of unrestrained lying. Above all, I hadn't been ready for the racism, both the dog whistle racism and the glaring, vulgar, in-your-face racism." And the Daily Mail took the lead. Its headline, "Harry's girl is almost straight out of Compton." Subhead, "Gang-scarred home of her mother revealed." So will he be dropping in for tea? One other tabloid jumped into the fray with this jaw-dropper. Harry to marry into gangster royalty. My face froze. My blood stopped. I was angry, but more ashamed. My mother country doing this to her, to us, really? My family, those are some of the examples of the deeply racist articles written about Meghan, my family. And Daily Mail, when introducing Harry's girlfriend to my family, to the public in the UK, they used racial, my family, buzzwords. More like my family, I don't want to say this, how to say this, is they used headlines that were clearly racist towards Meghan, my family. And that presented Meghan in my family a negative, light. My family. That's what Daily Mail did to Meghan. And my family, first of all, also, when they introduced Meghan to the public, in the UK, with this headline about, Harry's girl is almost straight out of Compton. Basically, it's a lie. It's a lie. The first thing the public found out about Meghan was based on a lie. On a lie. On a lie. Again, because Meghan never ever came from Compton. And even if she did, my family, What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You know? But clearly, the article was intended to be racist, my family, to be offensive, towards Meghan, towards my family, even, Meghan for being biracial, my family, also towards Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, someone who's so kind-hearted, someone who's so good, a good mother to Meghan, my family. And my family thing is, for years now, the tabloids have been trying to destroy Meghan using lies. How they introduced Meghan as Harry's girlfriend was based on a lie. And for years, they have continued to lie about Meghan, to destroy Meghan, to break her. And they almost, my family, succeeded. But thankfully, my family, Meghan is still standing, and she is doing well despite everything that she has endured. So my family, talking about this stuff, about, all this, that we're talking about right now, the racism that Meghan endured, the treatment, Meghan versus Middleton, Kay versus Meghan. My family, as you can see, really, one of the big problems that has caused, a divide or broken, Harry and Meghan's relationship with the fam, with William, Kay, Charles, Camilla, my family, are the actions of the UK tabloid media. My family. UK media, they are uninterested in any kind of healing or mending of any rift. They just want to destroy and break relationship, my family. Relationships, that's what they want to do. My family, that's what they want to do. But I know that they know that what they did to Harry, it went too far. Because they never thought that Harry would leave. They thought only Meghan would leave. But then Harry left with Meghan. And now UK media are trying to correct what they caused by getting Harry back alone. Without Meghan, without Archie, and without Lilibet Diana. They still want to destroy Harry's life, my family, by destroying Harry's own family, a family that comes from him. And I pray that UK media never ever succeed. In my family, I think I have said enough. You tell me kindly your thoughts about what we have discussed. I want to hear your opinion. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet Diana and Doria Ragland, and all of you members of the Squad at Home family. Let no one lie to you that Meghan was ever treated fairly. She was never ever treated fairly in my family. Don't forget also that even 70 members of parliament defended Meghan from the attacks, the abuse, the slander, ill treatment she received at the hands of the UK media. My family. So my family, when you hear someone say that, Meghan and Kate were not treated differently in my family, that person is a liar. A liar, and they know that they're lying. They know very well that they're lying. And my family will keep on exposing, their lies. The world knows the truth now. No matter how many times the media try to, have an alternative narrative that fits their agenda, it won't work. Thanks to Spare, thanks to my family, articles even that have documented the truth, that showed the treatment between Meghan versus Middleton, how it unfolded, how Meghan has been treated so unfairly by the UK media. The world now knows the truth. And no matter what the farm and UK media do, they will never ever be able to rewrite history about how they mistreated Meghan. The world knows the truth, and people aren't happy. They aren't happy about my family, how Meghan has been treated. My family, you tell me kindly your thoughts about what we have discussed. I want to hear your opinion. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and also Lilibet Diana and Doria Ragland. And all of you members Squad at Home, he never wins, love wins, and stay tuned to our next video. And may no perform against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet Diana ever prosper. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you all forever, and may God bless you all, my family. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of the Sesko Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.